and welcome to a ghost story, because I'm switching up on yous. Ghost story this time. Now please, anybody that lives around this area, please don't come for me, because I don't really know how to pronounce this name of the castle, okay? But I think it's Comlongon Castle. C-O-M-L-O-N-G-O-N Castle. Okay? I don't know. Anyway, this castle is a massive 14th, 15th century castle. Okay? The part of the castle that I'm going to be talking about, the part of the castle that I'm going to be talking about today is like the watchtower, basically, which is apparently 5 stories high, or was at the time. I don't know about it now. Anyway, this castle is standing in 120 acres of woodland in Dumfriesshire, which is South Ayrshire, Dumfries and Galloway. Okay, so quite close. The castles were built by the Murrays of... Don't laugh, okay? I laughed, don't laugh. The castle was built by the Murrays of Cockpool, who held the property from 1331 to 1984 when they sold it. And it apparently became a hotel at that point. Don't really know what it's doing now, but yeah. The Murrays also had a burial aisle. Now, I've seen these in graveyards. Have you ever been to a graveyard? I like graveyards. I've got several videos of me being in graveyards. But there's special places in graveyards that are for specific families. Like, they can buy that specific bit and have like all their family buried there. So the Murrays had that, okay? The Murrays had that at the Ruthwell Church, okay? It may not seem important now, but it is, trust me, okay? The castle is said to be haunted by a green lady. The green lady is said to be the spirit of Marion Carruthers. That's how you say it. Marion was the joint heir to her father's lands because he didn't have a son, and back then, yeah, that was quite important, apparently, to have a son. So he passed it on. But yeah, so she was joint heir to his lands. Because she was a woman back then and lived in the times where you had to be married, you know, that way you were married off. If you were a woman of high stature in a family, you were just married off. Marion was forced into a betrothal to Sir James Douglas, a man she didn't love, a man she didn't, yeah. And Sir James was probably, not apparently, but probably like twice her age, because that's how it worked back then. The motive behind the betrothal appeared to be her father's property, not love, not anything else, but just he wanted her father's property, and marriage was the way to get it. So yeah, that's lovely, innit? I'm gonna marry you because I want this piece of land. Okay. Marion, after being told that she was being forced to marry Sir James, fled to Comlongon Castle, where her uncle, Sir William Murray, resided at the time. Okay, so it was her uncle's castle. Okay. She was so distressed from the long dispute that she had and that with her father, I think. Okay. She was so distressed and so distraught and all the things that she committed suicide by jumping off the lookout tower of the castle. You know it's bad when that's the only option. You know it's bad. Now, because she committed suicide, back then, you know, we're doing the witches and stuff like that. Like, the church was very, very involved and very prevalent back then. So because she committed suicide, she was not allowed and she wasn't given a Christian burial. So yeah. See, it came back round to the bit. She wasn't able to be buried in the graveyard where her uncle and her father and stuff like that were buried. Okay. It's said that no grass will grow where she inevitably landed at the castle. Like, the point where she died. Like, apparently no grass will grow there. Now, it wouldn't be a ghost story without a ghost. Can I speak? Like, I don't think I can. Marion now comes back as the Green Lady that haunts the castle. She's been witnessed on the grounds and in the castle. It has also been said that she has been heard crying, and she pushes past people. Like, she just, when they're in her way, she just apparently pushes past them, which is quite cool. You know, as a ghost, you can't really touch people and stuff like that, and she just goes, gives them a big F you, pushes them out of the way. The conclusion of why Marion appears as the Green Lady is because she is searching for her proper resting site, because she wasn't buried on consecrated ground and she wasn't buried with her family in this graveyard. So she's hunting for her rightful resting place. And it said that she can't rest. I've written down R.I.P. if I know what that means. It said that she can't rest in peace until she's buried with her family. Now, I don't know. Well, I do know. They don't think they know where she's officially buried. So, do you know, that way I don't know if they can now just, if they do know where she is, can they not just move her into the graveyard and then that'll be that? She'll be with her family, she will be not the Green Lady anymore. There's a couple of stories around Scotland about Green Ladies. And I think another one is at Culzean Castle. Dumfriesshire is that way to me, and Culzean Castle's that way. so it's close, but I think that there's a Green Lady at Culzean. Sorry. Completely, totally lost that word there. It's also been said that at Culzean, yeah, sorry, that's the end of that story, by the way. It's also said that at Culzean there is a piper, like a ghost piper, that appears and plays the pipes, which is quite cool, don't you think? Just this random piper just standing there playing the pipes. Apparently it only does it though when there's a wedding of one of the Kennedys that owns, or did own, owns? I don't know. I think they still own Culzean. when they get married at Culzean apparently appears. But you can hear, when you're walking around, you can apparently hear his music, which is quite cool. Anyway, this was a short one, I think. But yeah, just don't do what Marion did, because just don't do what Marion did. You might still be able to come back as a ghost, but just don't do what Marion did, okay? Okay? Just don't. But coming back as a green lady, that's quite cool, isn't it? Just pushing people out the way. Like, get out of my way. But yeah. Imagine living in that castle and not knowing about this, and then like randomly hearing like a woman crying in the middle of the night and trying to find the woman, and you can't find the woman. And then you walk into like a room and you see this random like green lady, and then she disappears. Like, how mental would that be? Anyway, that's where my mind goes, okay? That's where my mind goes. Yeah, right. I will catch you in the next one.